Knoxville, Tennessee. East Tennessee is a special place for me because I met some people important, and one of them became very good friends. And his name is Bill Allen. Bill plays the guitar, and also he built a guitar, and he's very into guitar music, especially fingerstyle acoustic guitar music, which I sort of play. And he heard my music on the radio in Tennessee, and he liked it. And Bill somehow found my email address, and he wrote me an email. And Bill wrote that, if you're coming back to Tennessee again, please let me know, because I want to organize your concert in my town. I want to share what you do with my people in my community. And it's been 5 years playing his town, and every year I go to Tennessee, his concert is part of my Tennessee tour. And his wife, her name is Dawn. Dawn is a park ranger of Great Smoky Mountain National Park. So Dawn knows very well about those mountains, and plants, trees, animals, and also hiking trails. And every year I go to Tennessee, they usually take me to the trails. But last year when I was in Tennessee, they didn't take me to the trails. Bill said to me, I'm going to take you to the place which might be very interesting for you today. And he started driving a Jeep toward to the mountain. Bill drove about an hour. When we got to almost the top of the mountain, he stopped the Jeep and he said, we got here. As soon as I opened the door, I heard Japanese talking to me, which was very surprising. And when I looked, there was a Japanese Buddhist monk standing in front of me. And monk said to me, welcome to my temple, follow me. And I followed the monk walking up to the top of the mountain where there was a temple. And monk said to me, I'm so happy to see you because it's almost impossible to meet Japanese people in mountain Tennessee. And you came all the way, which I really appreciate. So I'd like to read the chant for you. So come inside. He invited me to the building and he asked me to sit down on the floor in a Japanese traditional way. So I sat down on the floor and he said, close your eyes. And I closed my eyes, and shortly after, he started reading the chant. That was the same chant which my grandmother used to read every morning when I was a kid. And I knew that in my mind, that I was in mountain in Tennessee, but I was closing my eyes and listening his talking. I felt like I was going back to my past.上には上がいるそんなものさいろんな人がいる生き方がある東から西へ旅を続けていろんな景色を見た暮らしを見た I've been traveling alone from the east to the west I've been traveling alone to find myself, to find my way I've been traveling alone from the town to town I've been traveling alone to find myself, to find my way I've been living here in the United States for 19 years this year, so it's been a long time. So sometimes I feel like I became more like you guys, American people, more casual, more open, I guess. And now when I go back to Japan, I have a hard time communicating with the Japanese people because they are too formal or too polite. I don't mean you guys are not polite. I had a chance performing on a television program in Tokyo, and I went there sound check, setting up the sound system. And there was a group of people working as a sound team. And I was just amazed by their work, how they work as a team. Very, very organized. That's what I thought in the beginning. And after the sound check, I found out that my mic stand was a little too far, so I wanted to move it. As I was touching my mic stand, a guy next to me stopped me and he said, "Do you want to move your mic stand?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "I think you can do it, but I have to ask my boss." He went to the back room to get his boss, and his boss came in about a couple minutes later. Who was a little older guy. And his boss said to me, "I heard you'd like to move your mic stand, is that right?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "I think you can do it, but I gotta ask my boss." He got a transceiver, and he called his boss, and he got an approval, and I was able to move my mic stand. After the sound check, I went to the green room, dressing room, where I was waiting. I was waiting with another musician from New York City, who was a drummer. We heard somebody knocking on the door, and the guy came in with the water bottles, and he had 2 bottles. And he said to us, "Okay, this left bottle is for you, for me. This right bottle is for your drummer." And I was like, "What?" And when I looked at my bottle, I saw my name on the bottle. And when I looked at his bottle, I saw his name on the bottle. And we looked at each other and laughed. And we said, "This is just too much." It's just water bottles, and they don't need to do this. So my drummer asked him, "Is it possible to switch the bottle?" You know what I said, right? Let me ask my boss.方がある東から西へ旅を続けていろんな景色を見た暮らしを見た I've been traveling along from the east to the west I've been traveling alone to find myself, to find my way. I've been traveling alone from the town to town. I've been traveling alone to find myself, to find my way. Thank you.